Cardano this week confirmed to investors just how incredible the price action of this cryptocurrency can be. After some good but fully expected news, my holdings in Cardano jumped 50% to the upside in just a few days, and I'm sure all investors were very happy with the move that came this week. Cardano though has actually gone up more than 200% in a short space of time. Are you too late to the party if you haven't bought yet? Is Cardano actually overpriced at this level? And what can we look for in the near future that could trigger another incredible move that can potentially make traders a lot of profit? Hey guys, James here with Money's EG, and in this one we'll look at the future events and news of Cardano that could see more sharp price rises just like the one we saw this week that sent the price 50% higher in a couple of days. If you're new around here, I make helpful cryptocurrency trading tutorials and coin updates just like this one, so be sure to subscribe right now if you want some serious actionable crypto information. Also, get $30 of free Bitcoin when you sign up to Celsius wallet using my sign up code in the description. I use Celsius to hold a lot of my Bitcoin, so check it out, but let's get into the price action of Cardano. So it was announced this week that Cardano would officially list ADA, that's the cryptocurrency of the Cardano blockchain, on Coinbase Pro. Up until now, users have been completely unable to trade ADA on either Coinbase or Coinbase Pro, but why is that a big deal? Well, Coinbase is around number 2 or 3 in terms of exchange size. Many users, especially beginners, have a Coinbase account and have as yet been unable to invest in ADA, despite it being high up in the crypto market cap rankings. The news about a potential Coinbase listing was known for a while by those of us who follow ADA news, but still on this news, the market pushed the price of ADA up around 50%. Why is that a big deal? Well, with still relatively few people actually trading crypto or even knowing about projects outside of Bitcoin, it's a big deal to open up trading in a crypto to a potentially large audience of beginners who maybe don't even know what Cardano is yet. What I'm more interested in though is how this news drove the price of ADA up so much and how future news and events could potentially do the same thing. So what will come in the future that could potentially add value to Cardano and the ADA crypto? Firstly, with this Coinbase news, it's actually only Coinbase Pro that will get trading of ADA in the short term, and that move has already come. We've had the 50% move because of this news. However, I firmly believe more is still to come. Coinbase Pro is something that not every Coinbase user has, which means that when ADA is actually listed on the normal Coinbase, there will be a significant inflow of capital from retail investors. It could be argued that considering the move we just had at 50%, that there isn't any more upside with this news. I think it depends on your timescale though. Even though we had a big move already, I think that ADA being listed on Coinbase will absolutely be positive for the price. We had a jump on the news, and then it looks like we're getting a typical sell-off as profits are taken. That is a good price action for me though. Expect a further dip to the downside as FOMO subsides. Even without a pop, it opens up more investors and more new money into the crypto. That's why I'm always looking at the level of around $1 or $1.10 as an entry point and happy to pick up at lower levels. Second though, and way bigger than this news, is the potential deals that Cardano is working on. This news or group of news events, in my opinion, could double the market cap of Cardano. Cardano actually has a goal to bring millions of users onto its financial and trustless blockchain system, and any news of deals completed will be a huge thing for the price of ADA in my opinion. Far eclipsing any rises we see for a Coinbase listing, that's for sure. Take this from Charles Hoskinson on their plans for this year.
We are at the cusp of deals and initiatives this year which will bring millions of users through public-private partnerships into the Cardano ecosystem.
What he said is big news, straight from the horse's mouth. Huge deals bringing users online, usage to the network, fees to be paid, and this is the news that ADA hodlers are waiting for. If you know about ADA, you can't help but be behind this project to bring digital identity to the unbanked. But that doesn't give us a clue as to how much the project is actually worth. As investors then, we can only logically compare ADA to Ethereum and look for a price comparison. If millions of users come online through official partnerships who can actually use Cardano and put value through the system adding to the total amount of value traded in the system, then this is when ADA could fulfill the potential and start getting closer to Ethereum. Before this actually happens and true value is flowing through the Cardano blockchain, there is no way that ADA can get even close to Ethereum. Ethereum already processes around 1.3 million transactions per day, which gives the blockchain actual fundamental value. Until Cardano matches this, it has no hope of nearing Ethereum's market cap. However, if it does, then it's only logical that it gets valued in the same way and then over time reach a similar market cap. Let's look at Ethereum now with 1.3 million transactions per day and a market cap of over $210 billion, which, if Cardano matched, should mean a similar market cap and a price of around $5 for ADA. No one can tell when or if this will happen or if it will jump there in a week or slowly edge upwards. But either way, when and if those deals are announced, expect an extremely volatile price and a massive liquidity event in Cardano. What's so different about Cardano though to Ethereum is the commercial nature. Cardano actually goes out into the world and actively tries to sign contracts with governments and other stakeholders to use the Cardano network to build out modern financial systems, whereas Ethereum is a first-gen network without the commercial focus and drive. And this is why so many people are bullish on ADA versus Ethereum. There are significant risks though. Doing business with these types of countries, or I should say some regimes that aren't known for abidance to law and order, has inherent risk. And this for me is the biggest downside risk for ADA. The technology is a given now. It works, it's a beautiful thing. However, beauty of the code and project now isn't relevant. The blockchain is already valued at 40 billion. The thing that will push ADA higher is network usage and growth. And really, it is the huge bet that Cardano has made that African nations and other developing nations will actually become developed over the next 30 years because of blockchain technology. How successful will Cardano really be here? Can Cardano actually break through and become a large financial system or not? The future will have many bumps in the road, but future news flow is critical to the price of ADA, and we can see this by how the ADA chart plays out. We can see huge pumps in the price as news is released, then sell-offs when that news hype and FOMO dies down. This is actually very normal price action, and as an investor, I would always look to pick up more when the price is down and falling off to get a decent average price for my holdings. For me, I'm happy to bet on the long term for ADA. I personally don't day trade in and out of altcoins as they're just simply too volatile overall. And I'm willing to take the bet that ADA will be a player in the crypto space over the next few years, participating in the upward trend of the industry that is now valued at around $1 trillion US. Those downside risks are real though, very real in my opinion, and I always keep that in mind. I've seen it too many times both in crypto and in stocks where investors get really excited about a project or a technology, but the fact remains it never realizes the potential in terms of the actual business. As investors, we can't afford to be romantic. Cardano is a business, and the way investors make money is when the business actually produces revenue and income. But let's come on to some near-term news and events that could potentially give us some nice upside in Cardano. Firstly, the big next step for Cardano is the full launch of Goguen, which will add smart contract functionality to the blockchain. I personally believe this will happen without a hitch, just like most of the other upgrades, and this should be happening very, very soon. Q2 2021 was the tentative date for the launch, and that's where we are now. Charles himself says, we should have a tentative Alonso date at the March Cardinal 360 program. That event is happening on the 25th of March. I don't think it will affect the price as the roadmap is already known, but it is positive news. Alonso, by the way, is the last hard fork of Goguen that will bring smart contract functionality. This is important for the news cycle as I expect many projects to be giving press releases saying they're actually moving over to Cardano or setting up their tokens and projects on Cardano. Good news for Cardano and ADA, but also probably we could see some nice buying pressure on crypto projects that come out with this news. I think the biggest downward pressure we're going to get with ADA is probably Bitcoin. If we have a major sell-off or market pullback, I fully expect ADA could drop and really test out that $1 mark or below. The chart seems to be giving signals that $1 has turned from resistance into support, but we haven't had a lot of time at these levels, so it's quite weak in terms of validation here. In any case, like I said before, I'm not massively interested in day-to-day price movements of altcoins because I'm not looking to day trade these. I'll leave that for Bitcoin. For altcoins, I'm really looking at a longer term view overall, just to take an investment and bet on the blockchain project as a whole. Anyway, if you want to pick up $30 of free Bitcoin, you can sign up for Celsius wallet with my sign up code in the description. I use Celsius to hold some of my Bitcoin and get about a 5% return from the wallet. You can check it out below. Cheers for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.